All right. So I think we're live, and I'm going to bring myself back into the scene here. Hello, everybody. That is my name. So we were live doing a Happy New Year, by the way. Happy 2021. So we're putting 2020 into the rearview mirror for all of its um, glory, I guess, which is not really the good word to use for 2021. But anyway, so we're doing some live streaming today. We did a little live stream about an hour ago or so. We played both Pete and I played a little improv. So this is Dr. Farmer over here. There he is, waving to you. Pete is my friend, colleague, composer, and we get together and do improvisations. And we haven't done this actually for a year. It's been last year we did it. I mean, literally a year ago, we did this last, and we're doing it from my living room, so it's a bit impromptu. As I mentioned in my last stream that we did a little bit ago, uh, I don't have the same setup that I'd have if I was playing a live show with my improv ensemble with Pete or whatever. I've just got a couple of keyboards. I actually did enable a third keyboard that I'm going to go off screen maybe to play. During this next set, quite possibly. I might start with that. So you may see me come off screen. I don't have a fancy setup for the video either, in the sense that, I don't have like multiple camera angles and stuff. I don't have a producer. It's all done on the fly. But we're going to play a little music for you. And it's free improv. So first of all, the joke of free improv is that we don't get paid to do it, and that's absolutely positively true. We're not getting paid. So there's that. And the second is that it's free in the sense that we don't really have anything worked out or planned out. We're not playing with charts or any music. We don't haven't picked any themes. What I've done is I use some different software, and I've loaded up a couple of different sounds, but who knows where things will go. Um, there might be some like interesting times where I'm trying to switch sounds, but maybe that's not working out as well as I want it to work out or whatever. I mean, this is what live music does and live improvisation does. Is that's the nature of it. That's the fun of it also, is that spontaneous thing. You don't know what you're going to come up with. Anyway, if you're watching, um, please say hello so that we know that people are out there watching. Someone might be watching. Um, Ask us questions if you have any questions or thoughts. Let us know if the audio is sounding good. Apparently, last time it was sounding good, so that's always good. That's always nice to have. I'm going to probably enable some recording here on uh, Ableton, which is one of the pieces of software that I do use for such matters. And there's that. Let's see this rack. So I want to disable that. Okay. So I'm going to start recording over here. Um, and I'm going to record arm this track. Oops. Shift. Option. Yeah, this always happens with Ableton. This is one of the annoying things with Ableton is record arming tracks. And I don't have like a my Ableton controller is packed away currently. So, all right, I'm going to start recording so that at least the audio is being recorded. So I'll take a look and see if anybody has chimed in. We have one viewer over on Face or YouTube, sorry. So thank you for watching. Again, let us know if you're watching, and we're gonna maybe play some music for you. So I'm gonna get myself. I'm gonna switch scenes here. I'll switch over to this scene, and this particular scene is again not a fancy scene whatsoever. All it is just me here in my seat. You may see me come and go. There's a little snapshot of my second monitor, which has a little bit of Ableton, so you might see the levels move up and down, which might be really exciting. And then you get to see Pete over there. He's that's called the Pedro cam. So, great. We're gonna play a little music for you, and hopefully, if you're tuning in, you'll check it out, and it'll be cool and interesting, or maybe it won't be. So, we don't know. So, we will start pretty soon. All right. Well, there's that. That was fun. Let me get my cables out of the way. So if anybody watched that, hopefully the sound came out okay. I had to go over. There's another keyboard that I went over to play with that Fender Rhodes sound. How'd you think about that, man?
Yeah, no, that was excellent. That upper repeated note, you know,
Yeah.
it was effective, very effective.
Very good. Let's see if anybody at home is watching. We've got a couple people watching, I think. Please say hello. Let us know that you're there. That's always fun. We'll probably play maybe another one or maybe two more, and then we'll wrap it up for 2021. Maybe we'll do more of this sort of thing in the future. It's kind of fun. Um, it's again free improv because we're not getting paid to do it. You can feel free to pay us, by the way. If you want my PayPal email address, I'll happily send it to you. And whether Pete gets any of it, who knows? That's a subject up for debate. I'm just teasing, of course. So, yeah. So that was interesting. We kind of settled onto an A major thing for a while. And then, I don't know, we went off in different directions as we usually do.
Reed has had it.
Has the reed had it? Do we need to have a reed change?
We need a
Okay,
reed
watch
change.
it. Watch out for the headphones, man. If you pull the headphones, it's yeah. There you go.
Yeah, remember that?
Yeah. All right. So, Dr. Farmer, we'll take a little break here. I won't take a break. I'll riff for a bit. So who's watching? Anybody want to say hello? I know we had Richard Smoot was on a little while ago. Justin was on. My former student Justin was on a bit.
Hi there.
We got some Pete's waving in the Pete cam, the Pedro cam. I don't have any. You know what I really need is I need to do some fancy stuff where I can push buttons and like have like hand claps and like bells and stuff that like other YouTubers do when they do this. They have a. I actually have a stream deck. I actually could, if I took time, I could program that sort of thing, but I'm not gonna take the time for that. So how's your I'll just ask, I guess, how's your new year so far in the first, I guess we're within the first 24 hours, depending on what time zone you're in of the new year. And let's see, I'll monitor the chat to see if anybody's going to say anything. Also feel free to ask questions about like how we do what we do or what we're using to do what we do in terms of like the software or whatever. I don't have a camera that's like mobile that I can move around to show you the stuff. This isn't again my normal setup for like when I do say a live show with Earworm, for example. Looks like Pete's pulling out a new reed here for his axe.
Axiomatic.
The axiomatic axe, yeah. I can probably I can switch over here. I can probably switch views for 1 second and just show you just the screen. So this is Ableton. This is the session that I set up. Again, I just set it up very quickly, just for the just for doing this little improvisation thing. I mostly use Ableton for two reasons. I use it as a mixer, and I also use it. So when I play live, I use it as a mixer. I mix all the instruments that come in to me. So like I'm bringing Pete in, and I'm basically mixing him into things. And of course, I also use it as a vehicle for some sounds, and So, and it records everything. So the nice thing is at the end of any set or session or whatever, I've got a recording of what we've done, and I can, if I need to, make some adjustments to the mix. Because usually mix, um, in a live session mix, usually uh, it sounds okay in the house, in the club or cafe or whatever it is. But then when you listen to it, it's out of doesn't sound balanced necessarily in the headphones. So so if I'm going to publish it, I usually do a little remixing and some trimming and stuff like this to make it a little bit more palatable for those who would listen to a live show afterwards. Let me check and see if I got any comments coming in. Nope, nobody so far. But anyway, I'll just keep riffing. Some people come and go. How you doing there, Pete?
Getting
You're getting there, okay. So, I'm drinking coffee. I'm drinking copious amounts of coffee today. Notice I don't have. Let me talk to you about this coffee cup for a second. While Pete is changing um, his reed, this coffee cup. This is an Ember, and it's the most first world thing I have besides heated steering wheel. And so they're actually the two things. Like, it's funny. Do you need to have? Well, first of all, you could probably don't. Let me explain what this Ember is. This is an Ember. What this is, it's a ridiculous piece of equipment. It's an electric or it's an internet appliance, basically. It's a coffee cup that has a warmer on the bottom, and it attaches to a Bluetooth, to an app on your phone. You can dial in the right temperature. It senses it. It basically it keeps your coffee warm. This is actually one of the enduring complaints that I've always had, is I like drinking coffee in a ceramic mug, like a real mug. I don't like using paper unless I'm traveling or whatever, for practical reasons, but also for you can hear Pete's just practicing on his new reed. But anyway, so one of the things is that um, the coffee gets cold because of the second law of thermodynamics. So what ends up happening is that I'll drink like maybe a third or a quarter of a cup, and by the time I get down to like the halfway mark, I'm like it's cold, and so I go to put it in the microwave or whatever. It just doesn't taste the same. So what the Ember does is it keeps the coffee at a temperature that I like, and it works pretty well. I actually I end up drinking a whole cup of coffee that way, and I don't waste coffee. But is it useless? Yeah, and is it ridiculous? Absolutely. But I have to admit that I enjoy it. I actually saw James Hoffman, who's a YouTuber on. If you like coffee, by the way, subscribe to James Hoffman's channel. And he reviewed it and gave it a positive review. And he also said it was equally ridiculous to have a internet coffee cup, or not internet, Bluetooth coffee cup. But yeah, it is. But it's great. I love it. The other thing is, of course, I love my heated steering wheel. And you never realize how awesome a heated steering wheel is until you've gone into your car in the first cold morning of fall, really cold morning, and then your hands touch that warm steering wheel, and suddenly it's like suddenly you've been sheathed in a warm blanket. Nothing is better in the world than having warm hands on a cold day, and or warm feet actually. I suppose maybe some kind of like car foot warmers would be another um, totally first world thing. Anyway, how are you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep with the old read, just try to reposition a little bit.
Okay, so Pete is making his final read adjustment. We will play um, one more little set for you. He's warming up there. Ah, there you go. Michael, how you doing, man? I'll say something, but I'm on the way to another New Year's Zoom thing, so I'll try to swing back. Meanwhile, that's a giant Ableton machine you've got behind. Yeah, right. Well, yeah, it's true. So Michael Roth, everybody, is a really fine composer and good friend. And thanks for tuning in, man. I wish you could stick around. Hopefully, um, you're in the alto business now.
Yeah, I think I'll give it a shot.
All right. Well, I should probably move my coffee cup out of the way of the keyboard. If you, those of you who can't see, my keyboard's over here, and my coffee cup is over here. My little ember thing. So I'm gonna move that out of the way so I don't knock it over in the middle of some performance. Who knows what's gonna happen next? Um, cool. All right. Let me put the audio. Dee-da-dum.
Mine is that.
Mine. So, anybody ever been to Amsterdam and been to Schiphol, which Pete and I have done many times. We call it Shithole Airport. And on the moving walkways, when you get to the end, there's like a little automated voice that goes, "Mind your step." And Pete and I have gotten into this thing where we start singing with it because it's got this sort of it's like a half step in minor sixth, right? Drop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine is.
Mind your step. I don't know. We're probably not singing in the right key. We apologize. Yeah, I think that's it. Da da. Mind your step. All right, we're gonna start playing some stuff for you guys. For all of maybe two people watching, but hey, you know, it's free music on YouTube and
That's it.
Facebook. Free music, man.
Yeah, free music.
Always free, 24/7. All right.
Yes.
All right, man. Mind your step.
Mind your step.
That's the name of the tune, I guess.
That's it. Yeah.
Mind your step.
Mind your step.
So, it's funny. So that's an example of free improv kind of jumping off of something. So Pete and I, literally 15 seconds before we started playing, we had no idea what we were going to do, and we started talking about Amsterdam and Shithole Airport, Schiphol, but we call it Shithole. Anyway, and the moving walkways and the mind your step, which is that half step, and then followed by a sixth descent, and then that just was like, oh, well, let's start with that, and that became a thing. So. Did you mind your step, Pete?
I did. But stepped occasionally.
You did. Hey, did you step out of a dream?
Huh?
Did you step out of a dream?
Into a puddle.
On the sunny side of the street?
Yeah. Sometimes.
Anyway. Yeah, here he is. He's gotten up. Pete has gotten up. I think we're gonna wrap it up here, folks. That was fun. I hope you had fun with us while we played a little bit for you this afternoon. We were gonna do it anyways, and then I thought, well, hey, I've got the technology to press a button and make it go live. So we're glad that we could play for you. We played we explore a little bit. We'll leave these up. So if you're watching this after the fact, I hope that the spirit of spontaneity is still spontaneous wherever you are. I will flip views to here. Yes, crotch shot from Mr. Farmer. You might want to back up a little bit, man.
What's that?
Yeah, no, it's cool. You're fine. It's just all we could see is essentially from your waist down.
Oh, dear.
So, no, it's cool. You can say, why don't you say bye to everybody in the window?
Yeah.
Pete doesn't actually know what he's looking at.
Yeah,
There, a little bit lower. There you are. You can wave to the
Bye,
folks on the interwebs.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. If you've tuned in, if you're tuning in after the fact, thank you for watching this sort of little bit of craziness. I hope 2021 turns out to be really awesome for everybody.
Yeah, me too.
Next week, and I don't have the placard queued up at all, so that's my bad. But next week, next Thursday, I will be interviewing on Composers at Home Maybe Drinking Coffee, my friend and also fellow saxophone player and composer and improviser, Andrew Bishop. So tune in for that. That's at 7:30 on Facebook and YouTube. And I'm going to be doing some more live streams on various kinds of random subjects. So stay tuned for that. I think the next one's going to be on. I think I took a poll, and the next one will be on why the circle of fifths is wrong, kind of wrong. And you'll see what I have to say about that. Hopefully I'll pour some gasoline on the theory fire. Anyway, I hope everybody's stay safe and happy and healthy, and we will catch up real soon. Drop comments and stuff if you watched the improvisations. Let us know how the sound came out, and we'll see you real soon. Stay safe, happy, and healthy, and thank you all very much for watching.